Hey guys, welcome to the last part of the Weekend Excellence 21. So in the previous part, we were solving a social media expansion which we had done in the week 19. So we were upgrading a few features in that. So this is the last part of this weekend. So in this, basically we'll be using the express.js to connect with the server, and then MongoDB and basically MongoDB to store the data. Now, uh, so what we should do in the this part is basically store the posts, allow the users to create new posts and edit the existing one. You can add comment, etc., and support the comment liking feature, etc., again by default. Now, so let me jump into the code. We again enabling JSON and CRS and JSON parsing. Now we have a connection string here, which we had seen in the previous video. How do you connect is mentioned here. After that, we use mongoose.connect and we try to connect to the server. And if it is connected, we say MongoDB connected, or else we say some error is there. After that, we have a schema as to how it should be displayed. We have the text as the type is string and required is true. It is a required field, and date is basically default date is current date. After that, we have this is comment schema. Now we have the post schema. So here this is the ID. ID's type is number. Required is true. Unique ID should be unique, and so on. There are multiple things. After that, ECDate. ECDate is basically if it is stored in the database. Initially, by default, it is false. So when you post it, it automatically becomes true. That is basically ECDate. Now you have to connect to the Mongoose. Basically, you have to connect that schema to the post. After that, we have to try and get all the posts. So we are using get method with all the posts. So we basically sort all the posts with the sorted descending order. That is basically the latest post first. If there is any error in this, when we display the error message. After that, we have a function to we have the our option to like the post. So how do we like it is basically again we have to take the ID of the post, basically find one with the ID. If it is not found, then we say post not found. If it is found, if there is ID, then it automatically increase the post likes by one. When you click on that like, it automatically increases by one. After that, we have to again wait for it to save. And then again we say JSON post. So again it is converted in JSON and it is saved as a post. If there's an error, then we say error, display the error message. Similarly, the same thing we're doing for like as well. But here instead of this it is text. Basically when you add the comment, text is required. It says if there is no text. If there is a text, then it tries to find the number, like a post number, post ID tries to match us. If it is not found, then it says post not found. Now after that we have the comment. So we use the push function to push the text, and then we again save the data. After that, we have a function to add we have a option to add a new post. So how do we add a new post is basically you have to give the title and the content. If it is not there, if there is no title or there is no content, then it shows an error saying both title and content both are required. When you give it, it says it tries to get the latest post ka ID. So let's say the latest post ID was 5. Now the new ID is basically the last post ID plus 1. So this is how you get it. Yes, basically it's 1. If it is not there, if it is latest post not there, then by default it is 1. After that, you have the contents for new ID. The comment is basically a empty array. Like says initially 0, title, content, and then the ID. Each thread is again by default it is set to false. After that, so now we have to edit the post. We have to show option to edit the post. So again, by default, the same thing. You have to find the post ID using this thing number post ID. You have to find it. If it is not there, it says post not found. If it is there, if it is already seeded, but if it's already stored in a database, it says you cannot edit default seeded post. So if it already stored, you can't edit that. After that, you have the option to post title, post content, and then it is to edit the option. After that, again, same thing, you have to catch the error and display. Now, here you have a different function called seed data. So, seed data is basically storing it in a database. Let's say the count was initially 0. You have 2 posts. So, mark both as seeded as true. So, now we have 2 sample posts are seeded. That is basically they are stored in the database successfully. You have the ID, title, and content, etc. Now, you again call the seed posts, but they basically for initial post you seed it. Now let me run the program. I hope you guys have understood this. Where is my bash? Oh, I think it's already running. So I want to create a new post. I'll say I want to write about CodeChef. So CodeChef is a good platform for learning. Click on post. So it is posted. You can see it is posted. So somebody can like. I can edit my own posts. but I don't have an option to edit others post because they will have the option. I can add a comment to their post saying insightful. I'll add and click on comments. You can see the comments date and the exact time of that comment. So I'll submit the program. So all the discussions have passed, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next weekend. That's it for this weekend as well. So I hope you understood this, and if you have any doubts, then let me know in the comments below. And if you want to practice more such problems or get yourself ready for interviews, then you can go pro on CodeChef and check the CodeChef platform right now, and you can try all these programs on your own on CodeChef platform. So do give it a try, and I'll see you next weekend, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.